So just sort of get everything that comes around. Hold loose.
All right, so interstitial cystitis, the psoas on the right side, the insomnia, weak immunity, I need some help.
Tinnitus.
Yes, and what else? And
We could say PMS too, not right this minute, but cramps and
and where are you in the menstrual cycle?
about
Dizziness.
yes, dizziness, yeah.
It's a bit-
About due within
Sorry?
a few days for my menstrual.
You do. Are you regular?
Yeah, but early, like short cycles.
How short?
Usually 3 weeks, sometimes 3.5. Yeah,
All right.
and very light flow.
Let's put you on the table.
Fun one, eh?
Is there dizziness from the orthostatic, or is it?
No, it can be anytime. Just sometimes anxiety can be going on.
Do you get anxious easily?
Depends on the situation. I'm not anxious like being in front of a camera.
Sir?
I'm not anxious being in front of a
Okay.
camera.
Aren't you anxious
Or in
when?
front of 20 people. Like driving downtown Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she does have slightly clammy hands. So the two things I want to check with dizziness, I mean, okay, so you have the blood deficient, not enough blood, but you also have a liver type, and she took lots of antibiotics, so maybe she has something in the liver. Okay? And the other thing is I want to check before. Because of all the symptoms, the first one I'm interested in is dizziness.
Why?
Okay? Why? If you ever had it, you would know why you'd want to treat that first. No, I mean it's a horrible symptom. It's like, okay, I have to run to the bathroom. That sucks. But it's a really it's like, can you imagine running to the bathroom and being dizzy and falling before you get there?
Yeah.
Sorry, not to make up options for you of things. So let me just for a second, okay, relax. You didn't like this.
No.
Also
Also tender.
And do you have TMJ?
No.
You sure?
No pain, like there's,
TMJ doesn't have to be pain.
yeah, there's no pain, but there's a click on the right side.
Okay. So here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she does have something on T4.
On the
Both sides. Both sides. Okay. So just for the sake of it, 1 second. I just want to see that. That's it. That's not.
Much
Much
better,
better.
50%.
Okay. So dizziness, if it comes from T4, I use the top of the, I think it's the tragus or anti-tragus, I don't know what's what in the ear. It's called the occiput point. Yeah, you got the right area.
Like right on the...
Right on top of that thing.
Okay.
That's really good for dizziness.
Oh.
Okay. All right. How long have you had the ring in the...
I got it when I was
bungee?
20 and I took it when I was 23.
And that was how long ago?
I'm 32 now, so it's been out for
Okay.
for 10
Why did
years.
you take it out? Was it no? It wasn't
Infection.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
infected. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Mine is here.
I have to stay still.
So this is my fingers. Okay, so no. Not so much.
Smile.
A mind. Okay, so immune air. I'm going to assume it's immune because she said lots of antibiotics. How about adrenal? Yes. And there's a pulse. And adrenal on the right.
Not as bad as the left.
Okay, but still some.
Yeah.
So not as bad as the left as, but there's both, therefore it's adrenal. Okay. How about ring 9?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 12.
Yeah.
Okay. 15?
That's
No.
fine.
Because she said stress, anxiety, so okay. So 17. Okay. So 17, 12, 9, adrenal and immune. Now let's check, because of the PMS, we'll check uterus, between the, oh yeah. Ovary? No
No,
big
that's
deal.
fine.
Okay. This side of the uterus?
Mild.
Mild. And ovary. This side.
Mild.
Okay. And, okay. Does this make you want to pee?
Not right now, but it's very tender.
Okay, but very tender. Okay.
Yeah.
How about kidney 11?
Yeah.
And this kidney 11
Yeah.
this side? Okay. But the worst is the center?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, your stomach. Ooh. Okay.
That's a yes.
That's a yes. You didn't bring a pair of shorts, did you?
No, I'm patient.
That's patient. So, do you think that absolves you? Then you say, I'm that patient and everything's good. Therefore, you have the right to wear really tight things now. 1, 2,
3.
1, 2, 3.
2 and 3.
2, 3. Scalenes.
3.
3. Scalenes this side.
1.
3 and 3.
Yeah.
And this one was which one? 1, 2,
3.
and the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, she has a very long neck. Therefore 5.
4, 5.
Yeah, no big deal though, right?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
4. Okay. Now, gynecology part. So I go kind of GB20 and outside. It could be blood pressure. That's the problem here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
4.
4 and 5. Okay. Let me see this side. Because if it's just right side, it could be a Ketsu style person, liver style person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it seems more like liver type as opposed to estrogen type. Okay, GB20 area will reflect estrogen issues. So that's a UB66 indication. Sorry, you were gonna say.
Is that on both sides? Like, would you, if you had GB20 on the right side, would you also diagnose estrogen imbalance?
No, if it's only, that's the thing.
Yeah.
If it's only right side, chances are, kids, I haven't checked the
Yes,
liver,
yeah.
but remember I said I think she's maybe liver type.
Yeah.
Because the other type of dizziness is liver deficient
Mm-hmm.
dizziness. You have 3 kinds of dizziness. Actually, the blood deficient type is really liver deficient type, they're similar. And then you have the T4 shift. Just because she's a T4 shift doesn't mean that she's not also liver deficient type. I haven't checked her liver yet. From her neck, okay, because she only has the GB20 on the right side, chances are it's not necessarily estrogen, even though that she's also a PMS type and the uterus shows. But, so, hold on one second, but the way you would work this out is, okay, so you're going to have to bend this leg for me, I know it's not yeah, you're a little bit on the tall side, okay. So you had here, right? Okay, so if I press on UB66, how is this now?
Much better.
Much better.
80%.
80%, okay. So maybe she's, but it's interesting she doesn't show on the left. So chances are that she still has, okay. Oh, and wait a second, I just, this I can manage, I believe. You have uterus here, right?
I didn't feel as bad as the first time, but it's tender still.
Okay, still. And how's now?
30% better.
Third, okay. So estrogen somehow doesn't do as good a job for what it's supposed to.
Uh-huh.
You know, which is the uterus.
Yeah.
You know, so it's okay. So there's possibly involved. I'm just suspicious. How come the left side doesn't show? So I could check again. Tender. Okay. Okay. So maybe yes. So you know, sometimes you know you have to. But I'm also interested to see. Okay. Clearly liver type. How about on top? So our liver 14, we can press under the ribs, in, or we can press real liver 14 with a flat part. You can't go like this into liver 14. There's just no space between the bones, so you just press with the flat of the palm. So there is clearly this one. How about this one?
That's fine.
Okay. Would you call this, I'm sorry, sharp or dull? Dull. Okay. Let's try. How's now?
About the same stuff.
The same. Okay. So that was the one in the center. Let me try. Now.
The same.
Okay. Is there any pain in liver too?
Mild.
Mild. Okay. Sorry. How's this much better? Okay, so metal one. Because I thought liver deficiency, because my dogma says that dizziness tends to come with liver deficiency, therefore liver 1. It didn't work, so then I went, okay, what's your liver 2 like? Okay, liver. So liver 2, she said somewhat there, and then liver 8 did a better job for liver 2. Also, for antibiotics, it's more like a fatty liver. I don't care if it's liver deficient or excess. I'm more interested that it's fatty, that it's probably quote unquote fatty liver, even though she clearly doesn't look like a fatty liver type person. Okay, no, a fatty liver type is like, you know, a little bit on the chubby side. So
her liver 2 was how, sorry?
her liver 2 was a little painful. Therefore, it should be liver 4, liver 8.
Yeah.
Fire point
Yeah.
dictates metal and water.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then liver 8 gave a good response.
And liver 8 released the, okay. This is, okay, so, sorry. How's that? 80% of that, the response. Okay. Not there, no, that's way too high. Look, if you can find a nodule in liver 8, it's better. And if you can have them with a bigger bolster, hold on.
Where's your kidney?
Okay.
Someone's ringing in my left ear.
Oh, by the way, she has ringing on the left here. Did you say I still have ringing in the left
No,
ear?
just by the way.
Oh, okay. Like,
Not,
what do you mean you still
not all
have
the time, it's not happening right now.
Okay. I will tell you this, tinnitus is one of those things that, you know, just try not to deal with because it never goes. Very few people say acupuncture helped their tinnitus, in spite of all the fact that all this stuff they show you in the books, that it's like, it's one of those like spiroturia and tinnitus kind of go together in the kidney deficient thing. It's like, you'd think it was the easiest thing to treat according to what they say. It's like probably the hardest symptom to deal with.
What about if it's like from connected with TMJD? Does that make it any?
What is TMJD?
Sorry, temporal mandibular joint dysfunction.
Oh, okay, we just
Yeah.
say TMJ in the States, so
Okay,
that's why I
yeah.
was wondering. Okay, I can release the TMJ, I can release.
Yeah.
The ringing in the ear, I can't tell you that I can do anything about. I mean, I don't encourage anybody to come to me. If someone says, calls on the phone and says, I'm coming because it's ringing in the ears, I'm like, I can't tell you I can do anything about it. If you want to come, you can come, but I'm not encouraging you by any stretch of the imagination. I have found that it's very few people say it gets better. You know, and I've tried everything, and Kawhi is supposed to be the expert on ears, and I've tried all his, you know, a whole bunch of, forget it. It's like, nothing is ever proven to really do something. So, you have, okay, so the cystitis is the, you know, the REN, whatever, 2, kidney 11, and then she has stomach 30 separately. So, let me just see. Okay, you have, sorry, okay, I'm so sorry. Because it's the ligament, the strain might be on the ligaments, and liver 8 may do a good job. How is it now? Don't like you to.
40% better.
40, okay.
Yeah, not as jumpy.
Is it? Now, you also have REN 1. How is it now?
30% better.
30, okay. How is it now?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
90%,
Okay.
yeah.
How's kidney 11?
50%.
And how's the other kidney 11?
About the same.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, because it's the opposite side. Liver 5 is anti-inflammatory. Okay. Now, how is your liver?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. So ultimately, forget liver 4, liver 8, because liver 5 is the best point for her. Now look what kind of hole she has. She has a huge hole. Can I suggest something to you, Chris?
Yeah, of course.
Don't take this too seriously. I find liver 5 upward, mostly in the channel. I want, even in my palpation, when I'm looking, I want to try and go in the channel if I can. So when you do that, I'm sort of going, good. I have to comment. So, not behind the bone. Okay, wait, okay. Do you see the hole here? Touch this one. You already know what you're touching because there's a hole. Do you see I'm on the bone? I'm not behind the bone, I'm on the bone. The liver channel is the bone. This is the liver channel, this thing that gets created. Not behind is spleen. There is, I know a lot of people claim that liver channel is behind the bone, but there's no substance. I mean, I know people do it, but it's not, because clearly it says the spleen channel is behind the bone. So the liver has to be in front of it, and the liver is on the bone.
So you needle on the bone?
I won't needle this one, this will be a Moxa point as it happens.
You don't needle, okay.
I don't needle it.
Never?
I never, I have absolutely no time, and because this is 21 Moxas, it's a big drag.
So then do you look for it on the bone then?
I look for, I'm going on the bone, and you see there's this thing here. Yep. Yeah?
Sorry guys, I'm gonna check my legs for you.
Okay, so for this one, this is one of the ways you have to be a little bit more direct, and you have to, actually there's a few of them, this one here. So don't go too, kind of, this is one of the places where you can do a little bit more pointed. This is behind the bone, and this is on the bone.
So which one is the correct one?
So correct one, on the bone.
On the bone. Yeah, I feel that.
So, okay, so I'm just curious, okay.
Can you just re-summarize the reasoning you had? So
I started with, because of dizziness, I'm thinking she's liver deficiency. I tried liver 1, didn't do anything, totally useless, okay. So then I'm checking liver 2, and I'm going, okay, liver 2 tells me, she said somewhat painful, therefore it dictates liver 4, liver 8, metal water, because the fire point is painful, okay. Then I'm going, okay, it did a little bit for stomach 30. I mean, did a little bit for,
ovary?
no, stomach 30 is the psoas.
Okay.
Okay, she had uterus reflex, not ovary reflex.
Only
Okay, but she had Ren 2 and kidney 11. Liver 5 did the best job for high stomach 30.
Okay.
Very good. Kidney 11.
80%.
Okay. Ren 2.
50.
50. Okay. Do you mind pressing this one? Anymore? Okay. Just press a little bit upwards. Okay. 50. How's now?
80,
Okay, because we have two sides, right? 50 on one side, another 40 on the other side. And how's this kidney level?
89.
Okay, good. And how is a uterus? Okay, good. So up to, no, wait, just one more. I don't expect a big change, but how are we doing here?
Good.
Interesting. And 17. Very interesting. Hold on. No, actually, I think I know why. How is, you had kidney 16 here.
It's okay.
Amazing, don't you think? So you see, I'm not even chasing adrenal, blah, blah, blah. I will add it. It's okay because she shows, but we'll go through that in a second. And this guy, very good. She pressed well.
That's my point.
So it's also helped the adrenal.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
Ren 9.
See, it helped everything.
I don't know which one you were trying here.
I tried Ren 9 and I tried the adrenal and I tried the Ren 17. Everything that I found, the only thing I didn't try, was immunity. Because her pressure is better. How's that?
60, 70.
You press. We'll get 80.
It's 70.
Okay. See, you've got better hands than I do.
Was that the point that made her jump? Was that the point that made you jump?
No, stomach 30 was the one that made her jump. So, okay, so now let's go through the theory, because you keep asking me, how am I thinking, what am I trying to do? If I take the abdomen and I trace the abdomen, my first thing I should be doing officially, adrenal. Most important thing, actually, first thing I should do is under the third toe, maybe spleen 6, spleen 9, and pericardium, because that's my blood pressure treatment. And I will do all of this, it's fine. And I will do this. And, but what I found was, this point, liver 5, seems not, okay, for the cystitis I get it, okay, fabulous. But why for stomach 30? Why for uterus? why for REN9 has absolutely no connection to REN9. Why REN17 has absolutely no connection with any of it. Okay? So, liver 5 is her big deal. Okay? It's her main point. Now let's look at her. Okay? What's the most obvious thing about this specimen that's on the table? I mean, come on. I think it's very obvious. She's lanky, she's long, and I mean, you know, especially, stand up for a second if you don't mind.
Sure.
I mean, you know, it's like, okay, I'm a short man, but for a woman, she's rather tall. Now, look at her proportions and look at how she has quite long feet, but relatively narrow. And look at the development of her bones. It's like it's sort of like it's not that she's tall only. She's also lanky. It's like it doesn't fit somehow. Yeah, no. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Gangly. It's okay.
There's no holding together sort of thing. As the bones grew, the muscles, or you know, didn't come all together. The bones went berserk. While the rest of the body just kind of like, well, it had to fit itself around it, but it didn't, there's no, in terms of intelligence of the fascia, it's not all, it doesn't, she probably, I don't know, did you grow up like in one sprout?
Big growth spurts, yeah.
Yeah, so there's, yeah, and that's the other thing, that was the main thing that I noticed about her, it's like this, you know, so this over looseness in the joints. Okay, come on. Okay, so, name of liver 5 is what?
It's a worm.
It's a wormhole, yeah, but not Jean-Luc Picard wormhole. You know, it's a insect that's creating a hole on the wood channel. Now, this is why, by the way, it's so important for me that it's on the bone and not off the bone. Okay, she has these bones that grew. And she has a worm that's eating up the bone, which is why we only do Moxa. That's why I don't do needle. You smoke out the insects. Okay.
Yeah, would anybody be offended if I was in my underwear? Just because my pants are hurting my knees.
There we go. There's another sheet.
Yeah, just
There's a sweater.
That'd be great.
You can do whatever you like.
I would just wonder if it's like restricting the channel if they're so tight.
Yeah, go for it.
Avi, for the newbies in terms of types.
Types.
Yeah, well, if I see like a tall woman complaining about dizziness and very low blood pressure, why don't you think heart?
Heart?
Yeah, like I didn't check the pulse, so I don't know.
She has an autonomic nervous system pulse, so to speak.
Any obvious heart signs in the pulse?
No, but I didn't take it. I wasn't, to be honest with you, I wasn't thinking, I understand what you're saying. The heart isn't strong enough to pump for the amount, for the length that it needs.
And the anxiety, right? That's all by the book
Well,
and
the
stuff.
way I did REN 17, yeah, to be honest with you, would have never occurred to me. So, but now, you see, that's why it's fun to teach, because you always learn something new. Okay, I did check REN 17 here, right? You had, okay. How about spleen 20 area? This one, okay. How about pericardium 1? No. There? Okay. And is the cardiac in the family? Heart disease in the family?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is.
Your
Okay.
mom shows up spleen 20.
Spleen 20 should be just below lung 1, spleen 20. Should be here, but I'm honestly checking all of it from stomach line. This one, no?
It's
Yeah.
fine. So only
But the spleen 20, I already know that because she had REN9 pulse anyway. I know there's a weakness in the heart anyway. You see what I'm saying? So,
But you're treating liver.
wait, okay.
No, excuse me.
Let me get Talmudic here, okay? So I'm treating liver, and who's the mother of the?
Well, that was my next thing. It's
Yeah,
exactly.
it's the point I was trying to make with this is that you have a okay. Hold on. Hi. You said spleen 20, right?
It's also the low point, which is interesting.
It's the low point. Yeah, but spleen 20 is not a low point.
No, the 5.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hi. Okay. The thing is, so she has heart disease in the family. I get it. Okay, so that's something for me to look into and treat. But the thing, what I wanted to say is that the thing that's most seems right now, and I could be wrong, okay, and I will correct it if you know, if I'm given a chance when she comes back the next week, if she comes back, you know, etc. I'm saying there's something in the growth of the bone that allowed for, there's a weakness. If something grows very fast, it's going to be weak also, okay? If it's going to be weak, it's going to allow the insects to crawl in. You know, it's like, do you see what I'm saying? So she has a bone issue, and this is a point that has to do, it's on the bone, and a worm that's eating up on the wood channel, but it's really eating at the bone, sort of thing. Okay. So interestingly enough, something in her bones, and this, even though official bone point should be kidney 7, 27, and UV 11. So let's do something different. Open your legs for a second. It's easier.
Can I just ask you just
Yes,
about
yes.
that last comment? You talk about a bone issue
Uh-huh.
with her chief complaint, and you're focusing on the dizziness. That was your primary focus, correct?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
I know you're trying. I understand. I understand.
Okay, wait. The dizziness is the first thing I want to check and make sure I can do something about. Because if
On a symptomatic
nothing
level.
else, because if nothing else, the other thing is, if she gets dizzy on the table, then the treatment is basically over. Okay, she won't respond anymore afterwards. So the first thing I will do these just to kind of give me insurance that she's not going to like go, you know, weirdo on me, so to speak. Okay. No, does that make sense? So symptom, but it's also a very important sign for me. Okay, don't forget, she's an autonomic nervous system type with low blood pressure, with liver. So she's what in TCM you might classify extremely blood deficient type. Okay, and if you take your pulse, you will probably agree. TCM. So, you know, so yes, and the thing is, okay, blood deficiency and even autonomic nervous system, in Chinese medicine, if I didn't use the word autonomic nervous system.
So, sorry, why is she autonomic?
Hold on one second, I'll get you, I'll answer that. Right, I can't speak and try and listen to a question at the same time. If I said nervous system, what would it translate to in Chinese terms? If you didn't have the Western names, and if I said I'm not allowing Western understanding, you must speak to me in Chinese.
I don't have enough knowledge to really comment.
Nerves, where do nerves, come on.
It's more than nerves, though. It's not a straight nerve thing.
Okay, but, okay. It would normally be considered a liver thing. Wouldn't you say
Sure,
that
sure.
generally, I mean, nothing is exact correspondence, but, so, it seems like the liver is a big deal. Also, if we're talking about blood deficiency, what's the organ that holds the most blood? It's the liver. Okay, now, has anybody ever suggest you're anemic?
Yeah, I am.
Hmm? You know you are. Okay, that wasn't useful to share before now. So, you see, so liver, so if she's anemic, so now I have a whole bunch of strategies. I need to do spleen 6 because she's anemic, because we do spleen 6. I need to do pericardium, you know, according to which. What do you think? Well, now you already know she's anemic, so it's kind of irrelevant what we think of the pulse.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't as thread as I would have expected.
Yeah. So, any thoughts?
Liver blood deficiency.
Liver blood deficiency. Okay, so it doesn't matter what style you use, you're going to come to something relatively similar. You know, you just have to make the bridge to that. Why she's autonomic nervous system? Okay. She's dizzy, she has low blood pressure. Okay. Things get worse under stress. She has clammy hands. Right now they're more cold than clammy. They were actually not cold before. And she has that weird, relative, somewhat thready pulse, but that's a little sharp, right? There's a little icky to it, right?
It's not slippery.
I think.
It's not slippery.
It's not what?
Slippery.
Not my side. I wouldn't call slippery. Hold on. Did anybody? I mean.
But you have the liver side.
Hmm? I have the liver side. Okay. If you say. I thought the liver side. She has the liver. I generally I don't do this whole thing. I take pulse only on one side.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Kind of like what? Yeah, that's another myth. I don't care. I mean, I care about the general quality of the pulse. I don't have the capacity to do different organs and all that. I don't need both sides.
But you're, you take the whole
Yeah, of course.
Also makes a lot of sense if she took a lot of antibiotics when she was little, and the liver is the organ of
Yes, well,
detoxification.
that's what, the first thing I said, you know, like, she took lots of antibiotics, so she had immune, but I'm thinking she has, the first thing I wanted to check was liver. Okay, and so all I'm saying is, okay, yes, we will do adrenal on her, yes, we will do spleen 6 and pericardium and under the third toe, we'll do all that lovely stuff that comes from the dogma, okay? But, most important thing for her is liver 5, because something in the bone allows the worms to come to attack the bone, okay, quote unquote, the worms, and therefore, this is, the main thing about liver 5, you know, if you look at symptoms, if you look at the template, liver 5 is for inflammation of the bladder, inflammation of, you know, lower jowl inflammation. That's its main thing. And now we're going to have a problem because I don't know anything about pulses. You're going to ask me to give you some details.
You studied with Dr. Shen, correct?
Yeah, he didn't teach anything.
Well, he talked about nervous system.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's not exactly the same thing, but there is a clear, even
Yeah.
on the liver thing.
But his okay, I believe that his nervous system weak was basically liver blood deficiency. And I did study with him enough to be able to represent what he said, so, you know, not that I'm allowed to represent anybody else, but, you know. But now my understanding is that that's his, you know. Okay, are we, okay? I think we can take these out,
Okay.
unless you love them.
No, I think they're right.
Do you want some cotton ball? All right, let's get her started. So we know, but the one thing that we know is that liver 5 resolved the whole abdomen. Okay, so we can now, what's good about that is I don't have to do it right now because if I did it, I won't have any way to check anything else. Okay, so I'm going to do everything else that I need to do before I do. So now I'm going to try, I can't guarantee I can do it. You know, we say adrenal is any kidney below the knee plus 27, okay? No one's ever said that includes spleen 6. But spleen 6 is supposed to be on the kidney channel. Let's see. Okay, let's experiment. Can't hurt. So, because otherwise it's kidney 7 because it's bone. Oh, I do want to try one more thing. I'm sorry. UB11, bone shoot. Okay. Anything new? Okay. Let me just make sure I got stuff. I got some. Bone shoot. Sunk 30. Still 10. Okay. So it's not a pure bone issue. There's something about specifically. It's not like making the bone stronger, which is what UB11 does. It's more. Now, what about kidney 11? And when?
Depends, the same kidney lines a bit better.
Better. Okay. How about this side adrenal? Okay, so it's not like, okay, the bone wasn't weaved well enough, and we need to give more structural component to the bone. It's like there's what's happening now. The bone was weak and allowed something to eat it up more than anything else, according to the liver fat, according to what the body says. And I'm making it all up. No, I'm serious. Okay. So let's check spleen 6 rather than kidney 7. If UB11 did a great job, then I can't experiment with spleen 6 instead of kidney 7. I don't have the right to do that because I've got to go against the bone. But UB11 doesn't seem to be so important for her. So I'm allowing myself some leeway to play. Okay, I want to see, she had adrenal. I want to see if I can cheat adrenal as spleen 6, kidney 27. Why? Because I need to do spleen 6 anyway for blood pressure, okay, and for anemia. So I'm just curious. Now, it's not a full test, and the reason why is because even if she didn't have adrenal, now I can check it against adrenal height. How is now adrenal on this side? Okay, and this side, this is the baseline. Boom. 60, okay. Fine. Now, the thing is, because it's a blood building, whatever it's called, point. Strong 30? Okay. hell's spleen 6 do here? Okay, so I'm getting a confirmation that I may be able to get away with spleen 6, spleen 9, maybe, yeah, okay, and kidney 27 and call that, name it adrenal. Okay? And if you tell Tuck that I did it, I'll kill you. No, no, I mean, it's like a totally illegal, well, if you tell Kiiko, you're really dead. No, it's a clearly an illegal use of the concept. When I say illegal, I mean not the way anybody else would use it. Okay, so let's just try and see. I can always add kidney 7. It's not the end of the world. Now, according to what I told you, adding kidney 7 after 27 is not my best. I prefer the lower kidney. I told you that that's my preference, but not the end of the world. So we're actually starting right now by, addressing the fact that she's anemic. Okay. Why? Because if I did liver 5 up front, it's going to take me a while. Not that I haven't taken a while already. And then it's also, and then I won't be able to find points. I would rather try and find points. So, stomach 30, which is your most painful point.
50%.
50%. Any pain? My preference is pericardium 4 if I'm trying to build blood, or 6. So I'm going to figure out which one does the best job. Sorry?
Getting dizzy.
When did you start to feel dizzy?
Spleen 6 right side.
Hold on a second. I'll take that and do Moxa. So, remember I told you that's what I wanted to make sure didn't happen.
She said, I understand.
She said she starts getting dizzy when I put in spleen 6. So, let me do what I think is going to solve the dizzy. By the way, if you look at her ear, the occiput point is kind of flat. She doesn't have a tragus or an antitragus. Very well defined that side. If you look at this side, you'll see better, because this side you can see her a teeny bit better. Usually people have a bigger hill here, and it's almost flat. How's the business? It's getting better. Is it okay to leave spleen 6 right now? Because it's totally okay taking it out. It's okay? Stomach 30. Still 50?
50, 60.
Okay, fine. What's now?
50.
Okay, 50, 60, 50 is the same thing. And now?
So I'm missing the reasoning.
40 left? In other words,
Yeah,
this one does a better job than
40 left.
4. Okay, fine. Sorry, you had a
I'm
question?
missing the reasoning. Why?
Okay. 2 reasons. Blood pressure and anemia. Anemia is spleen 6 and pericardium 6 or 4. Okay, unless pericardium 8 is painful. And blood pressure is spleen 6, spleen 9, plus pericardium plus under the third toe. Okay? Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to see what else how much can I milk that combination in terms of, okay, is your stomach 30, but I know I can fix stomach 30 with liver 5. I want to see what is the different, anything?
I'm very dizzy. Sorry. Thanks. See if it helps.
Is that because the points are pulling blood away from her head?
Possibly.
I feel like my heart fluttering too.
Yeah, oh.
I told you it's difficult.
Yeah, it's okay. I did say you did. How's now?
A little better?
A little better?
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's third toe.
Yeah, under the third toe, because it's part of blood pressure. You okay? Okay. How's dizzy?
It's just very loud either.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, that's another warning sign. I mean, it's hard in a class, and especially if I'm teaching the class. I will have a patient on the table, as you saw, like for 2 hours or longer. Okay, you don't want to, that's one of my warnings to you, don't start talking to them, just get it over with. You know, do your job, you know. Then afterwards do the lifestyle stuff, blah, blah, blah. Now, of course, first time treatment, you have to talk to them, although, believe me, Kiiko spends 3 minutes with you, first time patient also. Okay, but it takes a certain skill, yeah.
From my experience, I was treating Laura for a year and a half. And 6 worked very well on her dizziness.
Ren 6 works, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. For here, eh?
How's this?
Good.
It's good now?
Yeah.
Spleen 20, okay. So, because in case that it's all from the heart, I want to make sure I did a good job. Okay. Any pain? Do you have anything left on 17 or 9? 9, okay. It's just simple, just experimenting.
40% left.
40% left, compare with, boom.
First one.
Okay. She's also a huge Moxa. Because Moxa, it's Moxa everywhere. It's a Moxa fest with you.
If this was a client of yours, would
Yes.
you normally just stop needling and then just do the Moxa if she's complaining of dizziness?
I might, well, I took spleen 6 out.
Okay, but you wouldn't take them all out and...
Not quite yet. I depending on, you know, I mean, I asked her if I should take spleen 6 out immediately. She said no,
Okay.
you can leave it. So I don't know if she's
I
under
just don't know
pressure.
if that's causing it. Like I noticed as soon as we started needling that I got dizzy, but I don't know if it was because of needles or because of spleen 6.
So now the question is, okay, but and under the third toe, definitely made it better.
Yeah, I'm still dizzy, but not as much.
So the point you have in the left,
Yeah.
Right now, all I have is spleen 6 and pericardium 4. Okay, but I don't have spleen 6 on the right side.
and did you choose to remove it on one side?
I choose to, because she told me specifically that it was the right side that she thought was doing it. So those are like toys, here they come. So it's a little bit unfair in a class. So you said dizzy, okay. How's your dizziness now? Is there any change?
Yeah.
Good, so like,
Yeah. What's this?
sorry?
What are these tools?
These are diode rings. They have a diode on them. So I'm using middle finger, which is pericardium, autonomic nervous system, but Kawai also said blood pressure. I will also use ring finger. So now I'll explain to you the rings in a moment.
That's surprising. It's a big difference.
Big difference, okay. Excellent. So now the next morning, okay, I started with, can I get away with spleen 6, kidney 27? Now I'm kind of going, screw the 27. It's like, we're not doing any more needles if we can get away with it. Okay, the less the better. And no, because, you know, it's just like you're saying, I may not take out, but at least I know that my possibilities are not great, you know, for lots of needles. This is not like Bonnie yesterday, that we can do, you know, add more and more and more, and, you know, it's like, it's okay. This is, the less the better. And let's hope we can get away with Moxa. Start with 30.
Much better.
Much better. Okay. And then, it's still there. Okay. But we know that we're good. Okay. Let's start with Moxa, and we can also talk while we want.
Yeah, I think that's
So So the rings, the great, yeah, the rings are great. If you want to get the rings, you have to get them from David Euler, Kiiko's ex-husband, because Kiiko, I think he was always selling them. I'm not sure what happened with Kiiko and Kawaii. I have no clue. I don't know. All I know is Kiiko does not use any of Kawaii's stuff, at least not in classes anymore. It's like it's a total disconnect for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't know why. Part of it is that a lot of this equipment you can't get anymore. Primitive reflex, primitive action reflex, the bulimia, it's like it's throwing up and stuff, things like that. So I think maybe she damaged something around here, in this area, in that. So something is damaged here, and that connects to the ear.
No, she had an ear since she was young. She said. I'm sorry, I didn't
Before
mention
the
that.
bulimia, okay.
Yeah.
She had the ear issue. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not from an infant, but when she was really young, she could remember. But she is a vegetarian, and chi and blood are very erratic. She's very chi and blood deficient.
Too much?
Well, it's okay if you take it.
Well, don't overdo it. Kidney 9? Maybe? Oh, I see what you're here. It's not exactly relaxing, yeah. Most people don't. Some people find that if they've already had it before, they might say it's relaxing, but first time to do Moxa on someone is no one ever says it's relaxing. Because what happens, especially her type, autonomic nervous system type, because it comes and goes. So it's not comfortable that something pricks for a second and disappears. If it's same pain all the time, maybe they don't mind, but it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. It's annoying. Afterwards, when you're used to it, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Finish your thought. I just want to tell you what I was feeling.
Okay, go ahead.
When you did the left side liver at 5, I could feel this huge energy rush in my left lower abdomen. I felt like a big release.
Mm. And now that we're doing the right side, it's not doing the same?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it happened near the end, I think the last.
No, that's fine. And how's, liver, I told you, liver 5 you need lots. How is the dizzy?
Good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to mention, we have a patient coming at 1:30.
I know.
So if we can take break 12:30, that's right?
we need to, I am aware. We took a little longer than...
And if you can maybe, because we had problem with the camera, maybe you can repeat the diode treatment for the camera?
Yeah, not while I do the Moxa though, I can't, it's a little hard. I will.
If you can.
Can I say something?
Yes, absolutely.
So I have most of the symptoms that Laura has.
Oh.
So besides the fast growing in a very short period of time, dizziness, cystitis for many years, infections for many years. Dizziness, so on the top of this, 3 months ago I had a blackout for 30 minutes.
Oh, right.
And the only thing they found it was that the potassium was lower than it should be, talking about the
mineral issue, yeah.
Like dramatically lower?
So the minimum is 3.5. I had 3, but that was only when they found it after many MRIs.
Sorry, what was 3?
Potassium. So that's something to do.
And always something to look at. I always ask if they have potassium. I think.
Avi, did you say that there are 3 types of dizziness? Liver deficiency, T4.
Anemia, and T4, but anemia and liver deficiency used to be kind of the same.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry. Well, no, and actually there is a third type, which is basilar artery.
Is what?
Basilar artery, when the neck is stuck, that can produce dizziness. That kind of dizziness is more like the room turning around, as opposed to spacing.
But an anemia liver type and a liver deficient type, the points are going to be different
Yeah, well, what you see that there, but I'm
I mean,
doing
in
both.
theory, so to speak.
Yeah, in theory, the liver is liver 1,
Mm.
but chances are you may need both.
Hmm.
So you'll add the spleen 6 to the liver 1.
And does it just depend if it's liver 1 is sensitive, and then if it was?
Well, it depends if liver 1 fixes the liver, which it didn't for you.
Right.
Yeah, don't let patients tell you this is a great point. I love it. It makes me feel good. It makes me. I mean, if it makes them feel good, it's one thing. But they often say, "Oh, I love it. You know, it's sensitive." The fact that a point is sensitive does not make it a good point. The fact that it fixes something makes it a good point. There's a big difference. So they'll try. Often, like with the immune point, they'll try and convince you that you should do this immune point, whereas the one that fixes Sanjiao 16 or the nose is a different one. Okay, now it doesn't mean that they may not be right, but don't assume that sensitivity is the main thing. So that one last one.
Probably would you add the liver 8 to liver 1 or liver 8 to liver 5?
No, once it's just too much. I mean,
No, not in her in general. That's
Oh.
something you do?
To what? Add
To-
to what?
To liver 1, adding liver 8.
No, liver 1, liver 8 don't work together.
They don't work together?
Wood and water can't. You don't. I don't do 2 major points on the same channel, especially 2 5-element points on the same channel, unless they're metal and water. As Kiiko says, metal and water don't fight. I don't know how she knows, but they don't fight. They're good kids, you know. And all the other ones fight. Now I do spleen. Personally, I do spleen 3 and spleen 9 on people together. But you know, that's just me. That's again an illegal use, so to speak.
Sorry, did you say 3, 6, and 9?
No. 3, 6, and 9 is more than
Yeah.
not acceptable. 3 and 9 I've done on people. 6 and 9 I do on people. I would have done 9 on her, but you know, I'm not going there. No, enough needles. Hi.
50%.
50. Hey, shoot. Liver 5 did a good job by pressure. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Do you sometimes add needle to liver 5 or?
You could, in which you'll have to needle it shallow upwards, but I'm, hold on one second, I want to get more out of that, so let's see if a little bit more Moxa will do it. We do have another side at some point. Any other questions?
Do you need that to the Moxa? Do you want?
Yeah, if you did the other side, I'll be a little bit quicker.
Avi, did you say stomach 30 or stomach 24 was the psoas reflex?
No, stomach 24 is a fixing point for REM 9. Oh, sorry. Wow. Are you okay? Are you getting dizzy? Stomach 24, right stomach 24 fixes REM 9. Stomach 30 is the reflex for, it's where the psoas sleep,
Okay.
go,
Stomach 30 is also a Chong point, isn't it?
It is a chunk, it's true.
What's the name again? Do you remember? Do you remember the name?
Chongqing,
Chongqing. What is the meaning?
the chi of the soju chi.
Oh, Chi Chong. I heard Qing.
I'm sorry, maybe it's chi chong chong chi, I
Yeah, I
mix
think you're
everything
right,
up.
right.
It's irrelevant to me. Sorry. That's fine.
If she has leg bone issues, it's also good for the whole leg. So that's a big point for the leg.
Yeah, the thing is she has an injury there. Remember, she has a,
That's true.
oh no, these are all done.
Which one do you want?
No, just the one more pericardium.
Pericardium?
We're done, whoops. Oh, got it. No, it's okay. Okay, so the rings for the, excuse me.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the ring, and this one happens to be green, and when the diode is new, you can actually see it, but that's why it's dyed here. And I don't know if you can see, I just turned it over. There's a little hole here, so if you're blind, you can tell. There's one hole. Okay, you can touch if you want. And then there's a red one, which number one, the red is rounded at the end. Okay, and then, so this tells you the direction. This round thing is the direction or the hole. There's a little slit there. But I just look at the color, okay? So where the color is, so I can show you together.
The less
Both
movement,
of
the
these
better.
rings are going in this direction right now, okay? Don't know if that's...
Is there an instruction manual with the
No.
with the purchase?
There isn't. Okay.
Okay, so can you
how
just
to point
hold it still and just point out again what's remarkable. Okay, that's a better shot. Okay, so there's
So both of these rings right now are going in this direction, towards the color. I don't know. I believe what they tell me. I don't know anything. It goes towards the color. Think about it as if there's an arrow going this way, from the diode towards the color.
okay.
Do you see the color?
That makes sense.
Okay. And with the green, same thing. There is from the diode towards the color. Okay. And if you're blind, I mean, there's a little slit on the green one, and there's the red is rounded. Okay. So the diode goes in this direction. The direction on the fingers has to go towards large intestine 4. Now, of course, if I'm going towards large intestine 4 on this side, it looks like I'm going away. But on the yang side, it's going towards large intestine 4. Okay? That's all that matters here. And which means that on the thumb, the ring has to go this way. So, if I'm putting the ring on the, say, index finger, I'm taking, the green is going to face large intestine 4. If I'm putting it on the thumb, on the other hand, I'm not going to put it this way, in the same way, going this way. I'm going to reverse it. It's going to go this way. And on the thumb, it's going to go like this. Okay? I'll draw it in a second. Okay? Now, the colors. Same finger on opposite sides should be opposite colors. Okay, so if I'm using both thumbs, one green, one red. If I'm using on the same hand, don't use the same color on the same hand. Okay? So if I'm using, for example, Insomnia, I use middle finger and thumb. Middle finger gets the red, thumb gets the green. Now, this implies right now, this green on this thumb, there's 2 times when which color goes where matters. One of them is the right thumb, which is the liver. It's lung, but it's also liver. Green means it's excess, liver excess. Okay, I would not put green on her right thumb. I would put red on her right thumb. Okay, to me she's not liver excess. On the little finger, left finger, always, if you're going to use this little finger, which will be, say, for back pain or gynecology, always red, because it's the heart, direct connection to the heart. And the red is considered tonifying, the green is considered excess, okay, reducing. You can also use them on the body, and I can use a bunch of them together, and I will always put them color to color on the body if I use both of them. Touching. Okay? Then you can use it with Apache, with aluminum foil, etc. There's more you can do with it. Now, if I'm... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Fingers...
Can you go over the fingers again?
Yes,
Right
I'll
there?
do... Sorry, I'm not a very good drawer. Okay. So, this finger, the diode goes this way. All these fingers, it goes in this direction. Okay, so always towards large intestine 4. So the thumb is always different. Okay. Now, so, and direction means this is the ring, and this is the, say it's a red ring. So this is the actual diode, and this is like that little knob that's on the ring. So it's going in this direction. Here the diode would be here, and the knob would be in the back there, so it's going in this direction. Make sense? Okay. Now, thumb is good for lung issues, and insomnia in combination with the middle finger. Index finger is good for, I did it in a gaiju. I did it inside a gaiju. Index finger is for skin issues and digestion. Middle finger is autonomic nervous system, blood pressure, etc. Ring finger is for autoimmune disorders as well as autonomic nervous system. And little finger is for gynecology and back pain, neck pain. Shoulder pain, I tend to use the same as insomnia. middle, and thumb. Okay?
Question about the gynecology connection. Is there a connection or it's just an observed effect?
I have no answer. So I was told to do it like this. You know, I have to be honest. That little finger for gynecology. It's not like my first option. Little finger gynecology. But if I'm going to put rings, and I'm like, okay, by the way, if this is your right hand, right thumb is important. On which, if you're going to use the right thumb, make sure that either they don't have liver issues, in which case it doesn't matter which color you put, or if they do, differentiate liver excess and liver deficient. Liver deficiency is you press and they go, oh, a little bit of pain, dull pain. Liver excess and they go, ouch, sharp pain. Okay? Liver excess gets the green, liver deficiency gets the red. Okay? So if they have liver issues, you're going to use the thumb. Starts with the right thumb and determine which color goes on it, because other fingers doesn't matter what color. Okay? The left hand, if one that matters is if you're going to use the little finger on the left hand, start there. Now if you're going to use both the thumb on the right and the little finger, you're going to have to make negotiations there, or you might have to. Always, if the little finger is used on the left hand, always red on the little finger. Okay? And then the rest gets determined. Only 2 rings per hand. Always opposite colors on the same hand. Same finger, opposite hands, always opposite colors. Okay? If you want to get the rings, look up David Euler, E-U-L-E-R. David Euler, E-U-L-E-R. And he has a website, I don't know, I think it's davideuler.com maybe, but it may not be. And he has a shop on the website, and you can order the rings. And I think it doesn't matter what you do on the website. I think ultimately you have to send it. You can't pay by PayPal. You have to basically send him a check and say, this is what I want. So I think there's a form on it. I'm not sure. I've never done it. There's a form, I believe, and you can print it out and get what you want. Okay, so you can get Apache there. You know, all the toys you can get through David, rather than from Kiiko. Okay. I do use the rings a lot on the body, especially on bones, on the spine. Like T5, I don't use it on that. But first I want to turn them over, because otherwise we'll not get out of here in time for you. I often ask people to sit up first, and I want to see how they feel. And see how which psoas is also.
This ring too?
Mm-hmm.
Would you take off my ring?
I'll let you do it. If you can't find it, it will be.
Find it when I get up. You want to know how the hip is? Is there
How's the hip? How's the dizziness? How's whatever?
the hip is still sore.
Compared to before?
It's about the same, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
it's better like during the pressure of level 5.
But it didn't.
But now I
the
can
treatment
feel it
didn't
again.
do it. Okay.
Dizziness is okay.
Dizziness is okay, but that comes and goes, so we don't. Okay. Oh, by the way, you have the right arm. Okay, and insomnia. Okay, let's turn you over.
You haven't had to pee?
I do have to pee, but it's not painful right now.
Okay.
I couldn't remember, was it UB66 that helped that?
Remember what UB66 helped
that you pushed
the
on?
neck,
Oh, okay.
if I recall. Okay. So, from this position, let me see. Where's the ring? Okay, sorry. The ring's gone. I have no idea where the ring is. But okay, never mind. Okay.
Find it for you after.
Sorry about this. How's stomach clarity?
Yeah, about 70%.
And no.
Yeah, same.
Same, 70 either way. Okay. So L1 is related to the inguinal. Remember yesterday? Next. Right handers. Any pain?
No.
Where is your tendon pain?
It starts at the medial epicondyle and goes right down through the wrist. Yeah, but that's all tender pumping.
That is tender. Okay. So, kind of heart swan chest and channel. Let's try swan chest and then take 1, 2, 3, 4 now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good? Okay, let's see. Boom. Boom. Still good?
Yeah, good.
Okay, good. So something, for some reason, seems to respond on the back a little bit better of this right now. You getting?
Just with my nose down. Sorry. Can I turn my head?
You can turn your head. You get dizzy with your nose down. Did you say something weird with your nose or something? No, it was something else.
No, it was yesterday.
Hmm?
I did, this probably should have been relevant information. When I was about 24, I had a mild concussion in a pool. Sorry, so bad.
Yeah. So therefore, maybe the dizziness is related to that. Gee. Okay. Mild concussion.
Some things you forget to.
Yes, I know. Everybody does.
Can't blame her, she had a concussion.
Yeah. I already blamed her for the tight things. I can't blame her for anything now anymore. Okay. Exactly what happened, you said?
I was swimming in a pool and head on into the end of the pool. Isn't it?
Okay. Which part? Front?
Top of the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
No.
Oh.
That's coming from.
This.
Yeah.
How's now?
Let's see. Better, maybe 30% better.
30.
What point are you looking at?
UB 58. Better?
Yeah.
Lots better?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a combination that we call ihikon, which comes from UB40. It's named in okay. Weizong is the name, but in Japanese it's called Izong, right? Oh, no, oh, you're not. Okay. So that's the E. The He comes from Feiyang, which I believe is Heiyang. So Ihi. Okay. And the Kon is Kunlun. Okay, UB60. So it's a 3-point combination for head injuries that we call ihikon. Sorry, you okay?
So the points are?
The points are UB40, 58, and 60. And 60 goes against the channel. Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Would it be helpful if I put the rings on again, like the dizziness? My hands are sweating at this.
And 58 is almost perpendicular, right?
58 is... See the right side, so just switch. I'm putting thumb now. I'm doing the middle finger and the thumb, so I had to make sure the thumb was the red in this case. Okay, so now if this thumb gets the green, and this, okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So just in terms of
And this
needling,
UB40 is always to the side, never center of the thing. It's always to the side and maybe even slightly upwards. Okay. Sorry? Sorry. You okay? This is good?
Yeah.
Sorry. And this?
Yeah.
So, okay. At least one symptom is holding. So. Next. Yeah.
Choose your client and you put the diode rings on and she says, these make me feel so much better. What are they doing? Like she's asking you for an explanation. What would
They're taking $70 out of your checkbook and pay and go to David and buy a pair of rings. That's what. I mean, you know, I'm saying, yeah. $140 for placebo. Well, I say to them honestly, I don't know. I just know that they play with the electromagnetic field of your body, but exactly what they're doing, I don't know. All I can tell you, they're germanium diodes. The rest I have no clue. You know, it's like, hey, you know, if I give you experimental medicine, it makes you better. It's like, what is it doing? Well, we don't know. Stay with me.
Grounds your energy. That's the feeling.
Grounds your energy.
They do it also in shiatsu. You know, you ever heard about a guy called Ted Sato?
What?
Ted Sato.
No, your question. No, I don't know.
Ted Sato is a Japanese
Hold on a second, because I wanna get her finished, okay? So, just one moment. You originally had something here, right? Yeah. This one, yeah. How's that?
So what are you pressing again?
Do 2. Against the T4, T5 area. The back seems a lot easier with her.
Quick question about needling bladder 58 and the angle.
Uh-huh.
You don't usually like to do perpendicular.
It's a little bit upwards. It's aimed a little bit upwards.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's less. Is that supposed to be the case?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. 90
60
degrees
is
will be
straight up against.
60 is definitely against 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. 58, Kiiko would probably do 90 degrees, and that 58 is a little lower than it would normally be, because it would normally be here, but
that's where
I
it felt
tried
tender.
different ones.
Okay.
Okay, how's the dizzy?
Still okay.
Still okay?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, so she has to go to David and spend $140. No question about it. T5 okay? That's still tender? Okay. Sorry? How's now?
Bit better.
Bit better? Now?
Yeah.
But when I do that, because I'm actually looking at the stomach very possible. I'm so sorry. Here? Is it, how is it?
50%.
We haven't had 50%.
It's a bit better. 70%.
70 all fine. Sorry.
And the point you needling?
Sacroiliac. Okay. Sacroiliac is also called bending stretching point, same as stomach chi is also, we say bending stretching. The psoas is she's bending when she goes up the stairs. So stomach chi would have been an important point for her, but we did so much, we couldn't do so much on her. And, you know, it's like, but we did a fair amount of Moxa. It would have been a little crazy to add stomach chi, but that's the other thing I would add for the psoas.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be sweater. Do you mind putting it in my
Are you cold?
No, just for my head.
Oh.
No, under my head.
Yeah, an extra cable. All right. Good?
Yeah.
Good?
90%.
90%. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way for me to get to the psoas from the back besides L1. That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry. Here? Is it the pointer? Because it's hard for me to tell.
That doesn't hurt that much.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a little bit left.
It's like 80, 90.
Okay, good. We just do Moxa on the insomnia points and we let her go.
Want to do that, Avi?
If you like.
Avi, can you show me what you did the EHF one?
She had a concussion.
Oh, for the...
So all this stuff about maybe T4 shift, maybe blood, anemia, maybe liver, maybe maybe not, maybe concussion, No, once you have a concussion, God knows what other symptoms you have. And the concussion was the only place I found on the thing was on the right side. The insomnia point is the middle of the heel. If you want to be very diligent about finding it, it's not always so simple. Do you want to do Moxa? Is that what he's asking?
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to do Moxa?
What's that?
Do you want to do Moxa?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, nobody wants to do Moxa after there's someone else's assistant. What are you kidding?
Our relationship started when we did Moxa together at Tax,
Oh,
so more or less.
thanks for
So I
yawning.
thought maybe you would like to.
So,
You start saying if you want to find the point of insomnia exactly, what you will do?
okay, then what you do is you press on the heel, and it's the point that doesn't return, the blood doesn't return as it's the slowest one to become red again. So well, whatever color it is. So from white, if it's, you know, you press and it's white, and then the one that's the slowest to come back is the best insomnia point, truly. But, you know, big deal. You can do whatever it is.
You will do it at a single point?
It's a single point, yes. For example, this one could have gone further down.
And you only Moxa it, or do you ever...
You can needle it, you can, but Moxa is best. See, because the other thing is, the insomnia, I knew she only had to do insomnia point. So I knew, oops. So I knew she was going to be a lot of Moxa.
Why are we doing Insomnia point?
She has insomnia. We're doing insomnia point because she has cystitis.
And if someone...
It's also a very good point for pain, by the way. Not that, I mean, but it's one of those things. UB2 and insomnia points are very good for, calming down pain. Go ahead.
If the main chief complaint is insomnia, you still have the same approach. Like insomnia is an adjunct point, or?
It's a bit of a symptomatic point, but I wanted to address like what else is going on with this insomnia business.
But in a different case where that's the main chief complaint, you still go history.
I check
and
T-cell. I always do the same thing, except when I don't. No, except when I screw up, But no, with patients, I don't have an opportunity to screw up with a patient because I always get a sheet. This is their complaint. This is the medical history. I don't have the opportunity. If I meet someone on the street, sort of thing, and oh, by the way, Avi, can you fix the blah blah blah? Then I make a mistake like this. Don't check the abdomen. But with a patient, it can't happen.
And so like,
unless the patient comes and says, I have 10 minutes. But that's pretty rare.
So like dizziness, you think liver?
Dizziness, I think liver, blood issue, neck issue, or T4 issue.
And insomnia, you said you think T5?
Insomnia, it would be more T5 or T7 area, because autonomic nervous system, okay. So we have, let's go through the shoe points. You have lung shoe, right? What's underneath lung shoe? What's the next point? Pericardium and heart. What's the name of the point? Jueyun Shu. Okay. What's the name of pericardium? How's the pericardium called in Chinese? Is it called Jueyun? No. Okay. So Jueyun Shu is not pericardium Shu. It's a Jueyun Shu. The pericardium is part of the Jueyun, but it's not. We say pericardium Shu because it's convenient for us. But in truth, the pericardium does not have a Shu point. Jueyun has a Shu point. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, so let's just remember that. Meaning this point probably relates to the liver as well as the pericardium, which it does, because if you have pain on gallbladder 43, especially right side, which is same level as Jueyun Shu, liver 1 is a very good point for it. Jueyun Shu is first bladder line. UB43, Gao Wang, is same line though.
Yeah.
If you have pain on the Gao Wang Shu, especially right side, liver 1 is good for Gao Wang Shu pain. Okay? It's because it's a line of Jueyun Shu, not pericardium 9 is a good point for it, but liver 1. Okay. Next you have.
You need a liver 1? Is that?
You need a liver 1, yes. Next point is what? UB15 is Shinshu, heart shu. Okay. Next point, what's the name?
Gushu?
No, Geshu is 17. We have one more, T6.
Dushu?
Dushu, yes. Okay, remember. Next one is geshu, diaphragm shu. Okay, fabulous. So, diaphragm shu, we understand the diaphragm relates to the autonomic nervous system. We used to call UB17, and in fact we used to say a little bit outside, a little bit above. You find a nodule. This is asthma shu, autonomic nervous system shu, insomnia shu. Okay, so we treat that for, do that for those. Now, now the next thing is, how come we said a little bit above? UB17, a little outside, a little above. That's diaphragm shu. But du shu, okay, what does that mean? Du shu.
Shu of the dew.
Ah, okay, shu of the dew. Okay, that sounds lovely. And have you ever seen somebody needle UB16 in order to do something for the dew, for the spine? Maybe you did? No.
I don't even use it, right?
Okay, okay. In other words, nobody ever uses du shu, okay? So, now,
Du shu is 8 or 9?
Du shu is T6.
Right.
Okay. So, what is this do?
Oh,
What is this do business? Okay. So, do we translate as government, which is actually a fairly good translation, unlike the Ren, which I think is a mistranslation, because you cannot be a conception vessel if you write it with a man character. It's responsible. It should have been translated the vessel, the responsible channel, not the conception channel. Okay, it's a mistranslation. Thank you. Now, so the do character. There are many ways to interpret the do character. Kiiko, has this very innovative way of looking at it. She says it's like the beans, the stick that you put on the beanstalks as they grow towards the sun. Okay, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's actually you can totally see it in the characters. The standard interpretation of do is it's like if I'm the Queen of England, okay, or the King of England, but I would be the Queen of England, and I want to send, because Victoria was a queen, right? I want to send, I need someone to take care of India, okay? Who do I send to India? Okay, it's a very special kind of person that is going to be the governor, okay, governor vessel. You can't send someone too powerful, because India is the crown and the jewel of the empire. You do not want that person to pull India out of the empire. They can't be too powerful. They can't be too independent. They have to be under the control of the queen. And they can't be too weak either, because then India will go berserk, and then you lost the crown and the jewel of the jewel of the crown, whatever they're called in India. Okay? It's got to be a very unique situation. Governor he's not the emperor. He's working for the emperor, and he's loyal to the emperor. He's totally under the control of the emperor. And yet, he's the most powerful thing out there. The emperor doesn't care about anything. The emperor just puts on the clothes, faces the south, and talks to the people and says, come to the party. The governor is the one that does everything in reality. Okay? What in the body looks like that? What is do in the body? Who is the do of the body? We have two organ systems that are the do, not organs, but two systems in the body that are the do in the body. Any idea?
Nervous system?
Very good. Who's the emperor of the nervous system?
The heart? No.
The brain.
Brain.
Okay, very good. Next, one more system.
Endocrine.
Very good. Okay. Endocrine and nervous systems are systems that work. They are everywhere, they are controlling everything, they're manipulating everything, yet they're under the control of the brain, of the pituitary, So, though my understanding of do in the body, the do is going to relate to the endocrine system and the nervous system. So no wonder the autonomic nervous system is in that area. Or that they thought, it's related. You can also say that the diaphragm controls the autonomic nervous system, because if we release the diaphragm, the nervous system will calm down and be affected also. We'll get even. But you can see that area is clearly relates to the nervous system. So for insomnia, often I would do Moxa on UB17 or 16 or T7 or T6 or something like that. But she already has a little pain there, so I don't want to get involved there.
So are you saying that the governor is the nervous system and the endocrine system?
I sort of said that. It was a little unfair. I'm saying that if I'm looking for who is the governor in my, who is the equivalent of a governor in my body, that will be things like the endocrine system and the autonomic, and the nervous system, not autonomic, any nerve. Because they're under the, they're controlled stuff, but they're under the loyalty of someone else's, under the loyalty of an emperor.
So if that's the case, then would not Moxa on those points, or needing those points, just be something that you would want to do?
It will be something I'd want to do. She had pain on T4, T5. I was a little too close there, and she's sensitive. I didn't know. I don't want to create extra issues, so I'm being conservative. That's all.
And you don't do Moxa if there's pain on the area?
Moxa you could do. You could do. I'm just saying I don't want to add. She's. You saw what happened. I started doing things. She started having dizziness. So I'm being conservative. When you know a patient, you can do a lot more. First time, better to do a little less and see where it's at. Let's have you sit up and see where your psoas is. And I would like to have this before we leave, and I'd like to have the other one if we can find it somewhere. It's somewhere. It's stuck in your foot.
Oh, it's right there. This is stuck in my butt.
No, it's on.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's okay, I'm sitting on it.
It will be somewhere. Here it is. Would you like to take some steps until the psoas is?
Yeah.
Because that was kind of the first complaint, was psoas, right?
Skirt here.
It's a lovely skirt.
It's just mildly tense now.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Walk with me. Woo. Walk with me. Don't, just walk normal. How is now?
I think about the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, walk with me. Now?
Yeah, that's better.
That's better. Okay, thank you. We'll put a press back there. So, you thought that being an acupuncturist is some sort of glorified something that was a good profession. Look what you have to do.
So what do you need, Lee?
Stomach G. I tried stomach 41. Thank you. And it didn't work, so because I think it relates. It's the whole stomach. Like it's on the stomach channel, right? So I'm just looking at stomach chi, like something in the stomach channel that will maybe alleviate. Are you okay?
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
So why not maybe above the knee?
Could have been above the knee. No, it could have been. Don't we say that points below the knee are more powerful?
True.
No, it could.
But if we have
it could have easily been above the knee. It's like I'm not saying that it would. Another psoas releaser is level 4, by the way. So how now? With the press deck.
It was better when you were pressing on it.
Okay.
You just have to walk around with me all day.
Yes, keep going. Don't worry about me. You don't have to do anything weird. Just bend the knee. How's now?
That helps.
That's okay. Relax. Okay.
Magnets or anything?
That does help.
It's a press stack.
Okay.
So, yeah?
That sticks, yeah.
Okay, excellent. That sticks. All right, thank you.
Thanks so much, Avi. I'm good now. I feel grounded.
now?
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Okay, so we have lunch for 35 minutes. The person will just have to wait a teeny bit.